Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race, and they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Carolina. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Robinson. And right away, he lost the football. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. And looking to throw, Penix. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he is going to have a Falcons first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one a first down pickup of 8.
They did tell us they wanted to establish a ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got the lead guy running it pretty well, too.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. You look at this Carolina defense, they're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They'll throw with Penix. That's out wide here for Robinson. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
1st and goal, Atlanta.
They'll run with Robinson. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from evening this one up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. And that flag accepted.
Cam Little to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. A first carry for the Canadian-born Chuba Hubbard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. James Pierce. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. 3rd and 19. Young. And that is incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, that you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Under a minute to go, clock running and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. To the air, Penix. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Down the right sideline. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick-6 for a Panther touchdown. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, and a nice return on top of it, all the way to the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, the guy made the play. He gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, Penix from the gun. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to make it 4th down. 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Deep to return is Calvin Austin. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Young off the bootleg. Now a run here, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Let's go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So on 4th down, Matthew Hayball on to punt. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out when they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left in no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Operating from the gun, Penix. And complete to Drake London. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
If it's not one guy, it's another with this defense. I mean, this is the #1 unit against the rush in the entire NFL. They know how to cover for each other. And, yeah, they've got great players. They also have very dependable players, too.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Penix. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 39.
And the Falcons first down. It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Falcons.
Now Penix. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Robinson. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Looking to throw, Penix. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw again. And that will be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
53-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice. So they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
This is caught by McMillan. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Carolina! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
Falcons 10.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Throwing again, Penix. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, and he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will do it for this 1st half.
Falcons 13.
Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And the Falcons, first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 65 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
A gain of 15.
Penix working out of the gun here. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he gets it down to the 32. That'll give him 8 that time. And it'll be second and a couple. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, second and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Panthers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. First and 10. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12. A big first down to get away from the end zone.
16-yard line.
They go play action. Young. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. To throw, Young. That one complete to again. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Again, it's Young. Got a man. That's Leggett. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 33. That's good for 28 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Young now. That is caught. McMillan with it. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Panthers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 15 now. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And he returns this to the 22. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the fourth. Looking at a second and 11 now after the loss. They'll look to throw. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. At the 47-yard line. And looking to throw, Penix. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Intercepted. The Panthers take over first and 10 at the 46-yard line. Following the interception, Young. To the right side, hauled in by McMillan. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
They'll run on first down with Hubbard. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. Now it's second and 10. Young to throw it. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now that sets up third and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third down, Young from the gun. That incomplete to Ligon. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Xavier Legette, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Play after, right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They have 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. On third down, Penix from the gun. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Cut.
Young here to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Come on. Set. Cut.
They needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Here we go. 45. White. Ready.
They'll try and run the option. They'll run for it. It's Hubbard. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about 2, 3, 4.
sofa. The thing about depression, you think your life is over. When I was all alone, you came and changed how I feel. Only you understand me, you fill me up completely. And when I'm self-destructive, you make me feel so pretty. You always pull me closer to let me know that it's real. When I look at you, baby, I get overjoyed. I feel it inside me. But finally, I'm happy to be. 'Cause I got love. With your baby, I figured out why I'm smiling. Nothing could stop me. Finally, I'm happy to be. I wanna thank you for taking me as I am. Need you to know that I'm your number one fan. I wanna give you my heart. You see the silver lining when I'm in the trenches. You stand beside me with your patience and forgiveness.